So ready.
Okay, so there's a woman in Japan, Tokyo. Basically she's been arrested, but not for, any sort of major crime, really. Do you ever get lonely sometimes, you just want to talk to somebody?
Sometimes.
I feel you. I feel you. Well, this lady takes it a step further. So over the 3 years, she apparently called in to this police station 2,700 times just because she was feeling lonely.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
That is a lot of times. And we should say that the main reason she seems to have been arrested was because of the wasted time of the services.
Oh yeah, total sort of lines that they can call. So it's a bit bizarre that you choose the police, but
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't
know.
live in Japan, but I would imagine they would.
You'd like to think so, but maybe this lady
Yeah.
isn't aware of them, or maybe she doesn't know how to talk to other people.
Or she wants to be like people with the physical. So obviously, whenever she calls, they're gonna come running, and then you have a conversation. So yeah, she's cutting out the middleman.
She certainly is. It's funny. Like it's like funny in the sense of like someone's been arrested for just ringing the police. It's really quite sad and reflective of a real problem in society, as we kind of indicated that like loneliness is a massive issue, and the fact that someone feels so lonely that they're feeling the need to ring the police, wasn't it? So many times, it's just really sad, and you just think, how can we as a society move on from that so that we don't have such loneliness? Because in this connected age where everyone's on their computers and their laptops, in many ways, you can. I think it's everyone talks about it, but everyone's more. You can be more isolated and lonely than ever before.
Well, there's like the brutal irony of like technically we've never been more connected in the technological sense, but obviously, I think we're having a similar conversation in the car. Like you need physical people there. It's one thing to have like a FaceTime or just a call, which is nice, but sometimes you need that physical interaction.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I couldn't imagine just being stuck on your own without seeing people and having an actual interaction. Because you can be walking down the street, walking past people, and still like not interact with them. But you need that physical interaction. I guess in the past you'd have had to go to the shops, or you'd have to and like you chat to people, and you had that more, certainly a longer period of time. You had smaller areas, so everyone kind of knew each other. Yeah. So you had to kind of interact. So you didn't have that opportunity to get isolated. Whereas now, if you really wanted to, you wouldn't even ever have to leave your house. You could order all your shopping. You could everything can be done from your house if you really wanted. You can even work from home. So you could literally just stay within your four walls and never see anyone. And it's heartbreaking, really. It really is. Wow. Anyway, I got real.
You got emotional about that. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. So that's why there was a little bit of pause. I was like, "Wow, he's taking this one to heart."
I just wish no one would have to be lonely. It's I think obviously, yeah. I've got friends and family, and a lot of it comes through church, and I've got a relationship with God, so I don't ever feel lonely. But you still, and I think even then there's a recognition you need people around you.
I think even then, there's only so much. That's a hard one, but I think even God would probably want you to have someone in your life. Like there's only so much praying and stuff before you probably get a little bit crazy, or you lose your ability to interact. So I imagine that happened a little bit over lockdown as well, because you're all staying inside. Yeah. So you lose that, the ability just to interact with everyday things and everyday people. Whereas if you're just stuck inside over time, you just become more socially awkward.
Yeah, I mean, we're made for relationships, aren't we? We weren't made for that. And as you say, that it's not the same when you're on a screen or chatting to someone over online. Like even this conversation that we're having now over online is not quite the same as when we're sat in the same room. It's good.
You might not even know how to do it. So there might be people that maybe would want to talk to her, but she might not even know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like how do you get even this
Well, I think
conversation's better than
in
nothing.
the story she said she was like 50 odd, 57, 50, somewhere around there. So you're not exactly always going to be tech savvy. Yes, there'll be general outliers of people before anyone goes mad, but you know, generally you're not going to be tech savvy at that age.
Yeah, it's just, I guess, as a world, and I think we are trying to, is how do we in the next generation ensure that we're connecting people and making sure people aren't isolated and lonely. And I think a lot of it is actually like stepping back from technology a lot of the time, like embracing technology in many ways, but also going, I need to get out of my house. I need to go and do social activities. I need to find areas where,
I think that's getting harder and harder as technology just gets better.
yeah, it is. Even
You
things
know what I
like going
mean?
to the gym and clubs, you can do what's it now, Peloton and things like that online.